Hello and welcome to the channel. It's a new channel and this is the first video that I'm posting, and tonight I'm heading up to Craig Cerrig-gleisiad, which is in the Brecon Beacons. I'm just a mile down the road from Penavon, which I've just driven past, and it's extremely busy there. I took a look up the motorway path up towards the summit and there was hundreds of people, like a trail of ants heading to the top. This is a much quieter area and it's a beautiful place. It's actually a nature reserve and one of my favourite places in the Brecon Beacons. So it's just a short walk from where I set off from the car park, 1.5 miles to the top to where I'm camping, and I'm almost at the top. So I'm going to get going now and I shall see you when I get there. That's me set up for the night. Got a cracking spot right on top of Craig Cerrig. I'm right on the cliff edge and I've got some great views. I've got the door of the tent pointing towards Brecon. That's Brecon there in the distance, and right behind me that's Penavon and Cornthee. It's taken me a little while to set up. It's a new tent, first time I've used it. It's the Burgos Cheviot 2. I'll talk about that another time because the temperature's dropped and I've only got half hour of light left. So I'm going to finish unpacking now and get set up for the night. I've just set up our sleeping systems, and this is a very small two-man tent. I had read in the reviews that you'd struggle to get two people in here, and there's just about enough room for me and Toby, and I'm going to have to keep my kit outside in the porch. So I've got my sleeping bag here, and I've got my airbed, and I've also got a reflective mat underneath. Same for Toby, he's got his own sleeping bag. I've got a self-inflating army pad underneath for him and a reflective mat. Hopefully reflect some body heat back in. I'm expecting temperatures to drop to -4 or -5 tonight. It's going to be a cold one. I can feel it already, my hands have gone numb. I've got 2 coats for Toby as well, so he'll be warm enough, and I've got a lot of cold weather gear which I'll be putting on now, so we should be nice and snug when we get in the tent for the evening. I've got 2 thick pairs of socks on and my feet are like blocks of ice. I've got them tucked under the sleeping bag behind me, trying to defrost them. Toby seems nice and snug. He's got his 2 coats on. He's tucked up in the tent behind me on his sleeping bag. He's doing okay. And it's still early, it's only 6 o'clock. Feels like it's been dark for hours. So I'm going to do some cooking now, and tonight I've got some ramen noodles. I've got a load of ingredients to go with them. I prepped those all last night in the house, so it's just a case of getting them in the pan and cooking them. And to wash it down then, I've got a lovely can of Northern Monk. I don't know if you can see that. That is chocolate fudge brownie, 8.4%. That really is a nice drink, and you can actually taste the chocolate in there. So I'm looking forward to that. Right, I'm rather peckish now, so let's get food on the go. So a bit of coconut oil in the pan. There we go, ramen noodles. That's not a bad looking dish considering I'm on top of a mountain. Food was good, really enjoyed. I'm full up now. So I've got a iced bun for my dessert and I'm enjoying my can of Northern Monk. This stuff is absolutely delicious. If you like a bit of stout and you haven't tried it, give it a go. Northern Monk. This one in particular may not be for everyone, but I love it. Chocolate fudge brownie. That's really good, so good. So I'm just about to clean my pans and I'm going to show you what I use on my camping trips, because I find these things very handy. They're called magic napkin coins. I keep them in a little tube. And all you do is add a little splash of water. Wait for it to expand. Wet that end as well. And then they open up into a little cloth. Handy little things for cleaning all your cookware. And once it's clean, then you could just chuck it in the bag with the rest of your trash. It's 9:30 and I've just been outside for a walk with Toby and it's absolutely freezing out there. So I've just come back in a tent for a warm. I think it's time for a little nightcap. Got a nice bit of Penderyn whiskey and some orange truffles. This whiskey I've got tonight from Penderyn Distillery. Penderyn Distillery, every once in a while they do special bottlings called Icons of Wales and I collect them. They're beautiful looking bottles. So each bottle represents a person, an event or a milestone from Wales. So you've got Dylan Thomas, That Tribe, which is rugby related, Rhiannon. The most recent one out was Patagonia, what I had for Christmas. An absolutely stunning bottle. And there was one Bryn Terfel, the opera singer, which came out around 4 or 5 years ago. And I paid £60 for the bottle. But I got a bit merry at Christmas and I foolishly opened it and had a drink out there. I was gutted the next day. So not so long back, I went online to try and buy the bottle again and you can't get it anymore. And there was people actually bidding for it up to £2,000. So I won't be seeing that bottle again. But that is what I've got tonight. The last of that bottle in this hip flask. So for that reason, that it's gone up to that insane price and you can't get it anymore, and this is probably the last time I'll ever drink it. I'm really going to enjoy this wee dram tonight. It is nice, I gotta say that, but definitely not worth £2,000. Good morning. I've been up for a little while now. I've been enjoying watching the sunrise. It's a beautiful day. There's a lot of cloud inversion up over Pen y Fan, and there's a nice bit of sun breaking through the clouds. It was a cold one last night. I had a lot of ice in the tent, but I was toasty warm inside and I slept great. I think I'd gone to sleep 10:30 and I slept through the alarm, which I'd set for 7 o'clock this morning. I woke up 8 o'clock, which is unlike me. I sleep for about 5 hours in the house, but put me on top of a mountain in a tent and I'll sleep all night. It's great. So I'm going to get coffee on the go now and enjoy the rest of the sunrise. By the time my coffee filters through, it'll probably be cold. So I've put it on the stove on a low setting to let it filter. Make sure I got myself a nice hot cup of coffee. You can't beat that cup of coffee in the morning when you're camping. You can't beat a cup of coffee any morning, but you appreciate it more when you're outdoors. When I was boiling the water, a little bit of snow come in, a few snowflakes, nothing much obviously, but I wasn't expecting to see snow today. That's me, all packed up. I've had a sweep of the area, make sure I've left no rubbish behind, make sure it's all clean. This is where I was pitched. We've had a bit of snow coming in, only a few light snowflakes, but it's gone very misty. There's not much visibility, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping to get the drone up and get a little bit of footage, but I can't see this clearing anytime soon. So I'm going to make my descent now, back down the side of Craig Cerrig. That's me, back at the bottom. I used a different route to do the descent. There's a path that circumnavigates right around the cliff face. It's a shorter distance, but very steep and very slippery at the moment. So it's been a great night. I've really enjoyed. If you've enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, give it a like. And I'm going to be posting content now on a weekly basis of me hiking and wild camping in the Brecon Beacons and in Wales. So feel free to hit the subscribe button if you'd like to see my next videos. Thank you for watching and hopefully see you next time.